Few, if any, have ventured to the depths this man, the WooFDriver, has gone to entertain and satisfy his huskies. You see, huskies are an over-the-top breed with so much drive and energy to purge that it takes the most extreme places on earth to tame their wild side. But they've met their match with the WooFDriver. The WooFDriver is a dog lover and has set out to match the husky's insatiable appetite for adventure with a steady diet of pure adrenaline-rocking extremes to burn down the husky's constant fire and desire to roam and run.
So we are at what I believe is called Tuscarora State Forest in Pennsylvania. And we never know what kind of conditions we're gonna come into, because when we left Maryland, there was simply no snow on the ground. And up here, there's a good coating, I would say, of about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. You can see the ground's not totally covered, but the roads are. So these are roads that we're gonna be mushing, urban mushing, as I call it, WooFDriving, in the Swin car today. The Swin car is
WooFDriver.
The machine Chris P is pulling up right now. And in case you haven't seen it before, it's basically an ATV that's electric powered and equipped for dogs. I've equipped it for dogs. It hasn't been done before. This is actually something that's built in France, and it's produced by a small little factory there that invented it. It's got a pendulum-like suspension so it can take on all kinds of terrain, and we're getting ready to set it up and rock and roll this place. So usually I outfit the Swin car, again, what I call the dog quad, with a bunch of cameras. Today I'm using Insta360 Go's. They're real small cameras, and I'll tell you more about them in a future broadcast, but there's one up there. I'm usually putting anywhere from 10 to 11 of these cameras on the vehicle here, and even on the front of the dog limousine there. I call it a dog limousine because it's 6 doors, custom built for the dogs. Today we're only going to do a couple cameras, and I'm going to do a bunch of narrations through my camera here. So that's what you'll see, a little bit more intimate of a video, so you can really understand this whole concept. By the way, quick introduction to the dogs. Lola. So I've run many huskies. This is my current family and team. This is the Lola girl. Good girl, Lola. Getting ready to harness them up. This is the Jag. Sorry, the Chaser and the Z-Man. Stay, guys. Good boys. Zorro's the only one that's got part Malamute in him. He's about 40% Malamute, 60% Husky. Little up there is all Husky. Chase is all Husky. And the little boy back there, let me move this out of your way if I can.
WooFDriver.
That's the Jagster that came right through my arms. And you might notice something different about these Huskies, besides the 2 of them being all white, which is somewhat unusual. It is a Husky color though, but you don't see as many of them. They've got long hair, so they're actually called woolly coats, all of them. Woolly coat, I'll explain in a future broadcast, but it's a long-haired, double-coated dog. So basically, it's a big party out here. We're doing this strictly for the dogs' fun, and to do something adventurous with them, almost on a daily basis. I adventure in some way with my pack of Huskies. They need it. They're Huskies. We've got music blasting from the dog limo outside while we set up. Got the dogs ready to go, Lola and Zorro, Chase and Jag. See how they're warm. It's probably about 36 degrees out here, and this is their element. They're in it. So stay tuned to catch us in action.
WooFDriver. WooFDriver. WooFDriver.
Okay, folks, so right now we're 1.31 miles, and we're just calling the wingman, Chris B, to see if we go to the right or go to the left. He's usually following behind us, but he stayed a little far back to fly Airwolf 1, which hopefully you'll be getting glimpses of in this video. Hi, Mr. Jag. Look how cute Jag he is. Hi, buddy. Here with the traveling Huskies and the WooFDriver.
WooFDriver.
Okay, so we're at 2.12 miles. We're way out in no man's land. You can see how beautiful this is, and a prime example of why I love doing this so much. I don't want to walk too much over here, because as you see, there's a cliff there. I don't know what that stuff is, Jim, and it's really slippery. But the dogs have 4 paws, as you're aware of, and that really helps them dig into it, especially with their claws. Their claws are maintained, but we don't cut them too short. Well, actually, I don't usually need to cut them. They maintain themselves from all the running we do. But they're designed to dig into terrain like this. A little bit of ice, a little bit of snow, etc. And it's so cool to see them in their element and to experience this with them. So, again, temperature about 36. Feels kind of good to me. I'm dressed for it, and to Jimmy. But the dogs, it's probably warm, actually, for them. You can see they'll eat the snow. They love doing that. And they're panting. They're working. So remember, this swing car is motorized. So they don't have to really work. They just jog along beside it and enjoy their adventure in any capacity they want. If they want to pull a little, they're tethered to these springers, which spring, so they can pull. They're not going to really pull the weight of this. Unless we're on level ground, and once we get rolling, which is quickly, of course, then it just comes right along. Really cool. Look at that face on Lola. Lola, what's up with you, sweet girl?
WooFDriver. WooFDriver.
So we're 3.27 miles in right now. If you didn't know, that's our wingman, Crispy, in the white truck, the dog limo. As you saw before, that's Jimmy, my co-pilot. And we're at a cool place. Looks like, I guess they run power lines here. I don't know what this is, but gas cut. Really cool. Gives you an idea how tall the mountain is in front of us. And to this side, there's a partial mountain hill, if you will. Snow on the road, as you've been seeing, and dogs are loving life. Now you see the dogs licking a lot. Like I said earlier, they're watering themselves essentially. Sometimes we have to keep water in the truck because it's too cold out here, it'll freeze up. But today, temperatures in the mid-30s, the water's not freezing up. We're able to put it in a collapsible water bowl that you've probably seen on many of my videos. I use these a lot. And the dogs drink out of it. You can see Lola's just prefers to drink the snow, eat the snow, than drink the water. Same thing with Jag and Jason. Jag's doing it too, bud. Now, I do monitor the dog's paws and pads on this type of terrain because, as I was explaining earlier, it's snow and ice mixed in there. We're sliding a little bit. And if conditions warrant, I'll put on booties or I'll use Musher's Secret, depending on. So today, so far, we've got on just the Musher Secret. And if it doesn't look like, and sometimes we got to reapply that, but if it looks like that's not working, it's wearing off quicker, or their paws are becoming irritated by the snow or the ice, then I'll switch over to booties. They're doing great. We're doing great. That's the WooFDriver signing off right here.
WooFDriver. 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 WooFDriver.
Okay, so we're at 5.5 miles, an hour and 20 minutes into our adventure, and picked a cool place to stop and actually let the dogs eat some snow. Real fresh around here. Almost no tire tracks of cars or vehicles being through here, and you can see the drop off. Actually, I definitely don't want to get too close there, but pretty amazing. The mountains in the background. Again, that's Crispy and the dog limo following us. Just spectacular views and an awesome
WooFDriver.
day.
WooFDriver. WooFDriver.
Spectacular view. So we're 6.84 miles in right now. About an hour and 50 minutes because I had to make a phone call, so rested the dogs for a good 15 minutes or so. We're moving at a relatively good pace. The dogs always dictate our pace. You can see right there, Chris is following us. This is probably the highest point of this mountain that we're on right now. We wanted to actually go down Concord Road, but it is closed. And you run into that because if you caught any of this video, you'll see us riding along pretty much the ledge of the mountain. And they close these roads because they get icy like they are now. And that road's just probably too close to the ledge. So they're not going to let cars and vehicles down it. Where we're at now, we're still on the ledge, but plenty of room for us to stay away from it. This vehicle, as I said, the swing car, what I call the dog quad, is plenty capable of what we're doing. Of course, the dogs are too.
WooFDriver.
Again, they're in their element, loving this, enjoying eating the ice, eating the snow. That's how they're hydrating. We are watering, as you saw also. Lola looks like she got a hold of a little nut or something, so she's having fun with that. And I'm just, whoa, almost slipped. So I'm gonna eat nuts. She loves nuts. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's a long way down, beautiful through the trees as you're seeing the mountains and terrain in the background. Great time of day. What time are we at, Jim? Around 4 o'clock. Actually, I could check. It is 4:24 actually. So that's where we're at right now. Zara says, I'm going to take a rest, Dad.
WooFDriver.
Okay,
WooFDriver.
7.5 miles. Check out this rock fall, if you will, up this little mountain to the left of us right now. And then as I pan around, you'll see the overlook. Quite spectacular. Try to zoom in there. Looks like there's houses or farmhouses down there. Pretty cool. And then back out the road we're coming down, and somewhere behind us is Chris B in the dog limo. You're looking at 9 miles right now on a beautiful, I guess a little overcast day here. It's been a great run. You can see the mountains in the background. Let me see if I can get a little closer there. How cool is that? Okay, Chase. You can hear the dogs whining a little bit, especially Chase. He wants to go. And I'm just giving you a quick pan. Okay, Chase, we're going to go, and we're going to wind up at a covered bridge, is what Chris P, our wingman, is telling us. Jimmy's giving Lola a little loving there. Chase is like, let's get the party rolling. And Jag's ready to rock and roll, too. We stopped in this field-like area. Okay, folks. So right now, we're headed to a covered bridge. It is a working covered bridge, so we're going to have to, that's why Jimmy's filming, and I'm driving. We've got Chris B behind us, as I showed you. We're making our way through it. Looks really cool. We've been through a couple covered bridges. We'll pay attention to the dogs, depending on the flooring in there. Depends on how the dogs sometimes might react. They're very confident in themselves, so going through the tunnel won't be a problem, or the tunnel-like covered bridge, I'm going to call it, the enclosed structure. And some dogs will freak on that. This is looking great, and the base is wood. There's no big gap, so we're clear to go. I'm going to get off and take a picture. Jimmy can keep that rolling. I just want to get out to where I can see cars. In case somebody's coming out right here, I'm good. So I'm going to pull the dogs right past there and get a quick picture. Oh, guys. So I'll give you a view of what we just came through from the front. How cool is that? So our mileage is reading right now 9.78. We're going to keep rolling. Okay, so 11.38 miles is our mileage for today. 5:35 in the evening. We've been out here for 3 hours and 7 minutes. You've seen quite a show. We're giving them water on the wrap-up. They probably don't want any.
WooFDriver.
We've gone through so much snow, they've hydrated themselves. Actually, Jason Jagger hydrated himself some more. These guys on the road don't have any snow right now at the elevation we're at. Chris is there waiting for us to water them. After they're watered, they're fine. Chip Jag wants any, Jim. Yep. Then we'll put water in the dog limo. They each have their own water bowls, which I think you've seen before. And here's the lights, and here's how we look in nighttime mode. It's had some pretty serious lights. That's actually the regular beam. It's got high beams as well, and it's got tail lights and turn signals. So it's been an unbelievable run, and we couldn't be any happier with the dog's enjoyment level and what they're able to accomplish to keep them in shape. And again, the swing car, or dog quad as I call it, makes all these roads and hills. You can't really see the grade here, but we've gone up some really long, steep grades today, and it's so good for the dogs, for their strength building and cardio workout exercise, to help with their heart and help with keeping their muscle tone. Plus, they need to purge their energy, so it's a win-win all the way around. And we found a way to adventure with them doing this. What I call WooFDriving. Been doing it for 25 years plus, quarter of a century.